Can we go in and celebrate, or just do it straight away?
Straight away, please, yeah.
Better, because we're going to fuck shit up, bro.
Is that alright?
Honestly, yeah. We're going to fuck shit up.
Easy, bro. Just interview for the camera. I'll just ask you about the game and recap the game.
Yes. I think that's meant to move a bit down that red side. Really? Oh, that's right, yeah.
No, there's nothing.
your men's Premier League premiers for 2025. And the win is 5-1 in the first semi-final. But down on the boundary, we have my good friend Axe, and I believe, is that the captain of Palmerston Raiders down there you have? Who is, of course, but we'll throw down to you, Axe, if you can hear me, and have a chat to, well, here we go. He's got the cup as well.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. Palmerston Rovers, Premier League Reserves captain. Congratulations, Reserve Premiers for 2025. You've got the silverware here tonight.
Thanks, mate. It's been a tough season. It's been a really tough season. Every competitive team out there has just pushed us to the limits.
You've had a great foundation over the last 3 years through the junior development programs, through coaching programs. The boys have done so well. Philly, Antonio, the presidents have done so well to bring this club so far. Of course, we look forward to 2026, but just a quick recap on the season.
The season was a lot different from last year. Like you said, it was kind of a development phase. First season was very well, just at the beginning. We had a lot of potential, a lot of hopes and dreams. This season was a lot more, defend the title. You can see the boys grew in maturity, and it really showed the way we were able to get through undefeated. And I'm really proud of the boys, and definitely hats off to all the community in our club.
Well, Philly and Antonio said please don't keep in long because you've got some celebrations well into the night. Congratulations once again.
Thank you. No, I appreciate it.
Dave.
Another great chat there, down there, Axe. And of course, not only did they finish undefeated, but I believe they won their semi too. So they're into a cup final in a couple of weeks' time. Don't go anywhere. Might just take a really, really quick break as we get ready for the second semi-final. It's the Mindil Aces and the Azzurri United. Whoever wins this one gets to play against the defeated Hearts next week, but whoever loses, it's the end of 25. They look forward to 2026. We'll take a very, very, very quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with another cracking game of football just after this. Hello and welcome to Darwin Football Stadium. It's football time, finals of 2025. If you just missed it, we had a cracking game in semi-final one. It was Olympic in the end, running out 5-1 winners over Hart. But now we've got the sudden death semi-final. There is no tomorrow for the team that comes out on the bottom end. It's Mindil Aces and Azzurri United. You can hear them getting ready in the tunnel. We're only a few minutes away from the walk-off, as I mentioned. For the loser tonight, it is no more. It is looking forward to 2026. For the winner, they get an opportunity to play next week in a preliminary final for a chance to play in the cup final against against Darwin Olympic. It's been a long day. Darwin Olympic have just been presented their Premier's medals and cup as well. And if you at the ground, you would have heard their chants and singing inside the change rooms. I'm just wondering if the fixtures are still in place, because they certainly rocked it. A lot of songs, Free From Desire, pumping in there. On the sidelines, my co-commentator tonight, Axel Deathmore. It feels like it hasn't actually changed. It feels like it might have got even more humid. I'm sure you've got a weather report for us down there.
Dave McRae, 29.7 degrees, feels like 31.5. Humidity at 74%. Winds dropping 9 kilometres an hour to the north tonight. Quite humid tonight. I've rolled the jacket back on out of the change rooms tonight, but still quite humid. We can see down on the ground there's a little bit of moisture starting to get in the grass. So the boys are going to have to be quick on their feet, and they're going to have to be smart about their feet movement. We can see a very fast moving game in the last game, but slippery conditions out there starting as the evening sun goes down. The humidity starts to play havoc onto games, and of course very slippery conditions. Teams are starting to come out now. We have a look out. Azzurri sits third on the ladder, 35 points. Mindil Aces on 33 points. So a tight contesting two teams here this evening. And of course, Dave McRae, we're in for another special treat here in the top end.
Yeah, so that humidity has crept up as the night has gone on. It was at 40% at one point, you told us. Now it's at 74, so player comfort levels at extreme, I think, as we get some Enter Salmon as they come onto the pitch. What a great song to walk onto. I've spoken to a few people at the ground about where they think this game might go, and everyone has said the same thing. It's a toss-up. It could go either way. As Axe just mentioned, very little defining these two places. Third and fourth on the ladder, just 2 points. This could go either way. This could be a shootout. We don't know, but both sides expect to throw everything at each other tonight, because there is no tomorrow. They're playing for an opportunity to play in the prelim against Darwin Hearts. For the defeated, they have 2026 to look forward to as the teams line up.
It's hard to go past when the players came out onto the pitch, Dave McRae. The amount of sweat that they'd already obtained in the warm-up. So really, really challenging conditions out here as Dave gets his groove on here in the top end. But I tell you what, the sweat factor is about 100%. The stage is set for a fantastic night of football here in the top end. Dave McRae, you're the man.
We're just a few minutes away as we see the captains come together for the toss. We'll get an update on the match officials in a minute.
Same match officials of the last game, Dave. The only altering considerations will be Nico, which was an assistant referee, number 1. He'll go to the centre, and the referee from the previous game, he goes to the touchline for this evening's clash.
Well, as always, you're on the money down there. Axel Deathmore, the man with the mic, the man with the threads, the man with the slick haircut.
Actually,
I wonder if it's going to be as slick as this football, Axe.
The hair gel and the hair product is starting to really run down the back of my jacket and through my earpiece. It's not great. I don't envy you.
I tell you what, for commitment, you get 100. You get 100. You get 5 stars, my friend.
I'll give you a shout out. That man behind the whistle tonight, he's my hairdresser. So.
You are kidding me. Well,
that man that is deciding tonight's game also decides how I look on your broadcast, Dave McRae.
Well, I don't know if there's much correlation between the two. I don't know if you can have good-looking refereeing. You can certainly have good refereeing, and the refereeing in the first game, I have to commend that. It was a very physical game, expecting nothing less in this one. And there was as the referee shakes hands, he's wearing the full kit too. He's got the skins on, and there was a good chatter as well with the fourth official, with the team benches as well. The two coaches come together to shake hands. As we mentioned, there is no tomorrow for these two teams, for one of these teams, I should say. The crowd again slowly building. If you saw the first game, you'd know that was the Darwin Hearts that brought their entire cheer squad. I think they brought their entire club, to be honest. They had the drums, they had the tambourines, they had the cymbals, and everything. Let's see if this crowd can bring it again.
And just on camera, Dave, that number 9 player in the blue threads has actually just rolled in from his day job as well. So plenty to talk about in this tonight's match.
We're underway. Azzurri in the blue, of course. Mindil in the black and yellow. And I'm going to say something really silly. Of course, Azzurri is actually Italian for blue. That's my tidbit there. Immediately into attack here.
Report, Dave.
Of course, it is the nickname of the Italian national team, the Azzurri. So no tomorrow for these two teams. First throw in, deep attacking position for Mindil. Goes in, finds a play, turns straight onto his right to have a shot. Is taken a deflection. In fact, the flag was up. And we'll reload. So yeah, the conditions, the humidity is spiked considerably versus the first game. There's also the second semi-final for the reserves going on behind us. We'll bring you some updates on those as it happens. Kicks long. It'll be a foot race. I'm not sure he gets there. The ball will hold up and he'll just tap that over the sidelines. So, rare occurrence where we have the two skippers for each side are the goalkeepers. I do like that. As we saw in the first game, the keeper for Darwin Olympic had a lot to say to his defenders after they gave up a goal. Mindil now. Through ball, couldn't find a way through. Kicks inside the box, couldn't quite get there in time. And the counter immediately, that's a good through ball. It'll get to the defender for Mindil. Played down. Now we had all sorts of troubles reading the Darwin Hearts numbers in the earlier game. They were white strips with yellow numbers, and the light was very difficult to read. Slightly better this time. So, but won't help my pronunciations, I'm sure. That's played out. That'll be an Azzurri ball.
Azzurri looking after us with their choice of threads, with the vibrant white numbers.
Swings back on the defender, wants to get onto his right. It's going to put the ball in for the back heel. Doesn't get to where it wants it to go. He's going to swing this long out that far edge. It will be taken care of with a header, but falls to the he has a long-range strike. It was never really on target. Not much for the keeper to do, just to watch it swing past his left post.
Early thoughts, Dave? Do you think we're going to see an opening goal in the first half?
Well, if you for those watching now, if you missed the first game, we had shots on goal inside the first 30 seconds, didn't we?
So there's really no way to determine whether it's going to come early or later in the term.
Well, it's obviously, as when you're coming up against a do-or-die sudden death final, it's whether you throw everything at it early or whether you build something. There's an opportunity for Azzurri. Just hold this up, waiting for some options on his right. Plays it back to create some space. Found the foot of a defender. This will be turned. No, it won't. Get into the race. He just thumps that over the line. A leaving throw.
Probably just needed a little bit more of a left-hand trajectory on that kick, and Dave, that would have been inside hot real estate.
With the throw, it's a big unit there, the 19. Arnold for Mindil. Man Mountain, number 19. It is a Mindil throw. And Arnold will get the ball again. Attacking territory for Mindil. Launches it into the box. Defensive header. Coming straight through though. Lost the handle on it. Some good defensive pressure. Out wide. Heads it into the box. They'll get a second opportunity here. Azzurri can't clear. Opportunity now, early one. Keeper did well, came straight out. Closed down the space. He had to commit. Mindil might get an opportunity here though. He falls over. Great in ball, great through ball, and they'll be kicked back to the keeper with that clearing defensive kick. Send that back to where it came from. Hard touch allows Mindil to clear, heads over the top. Up and under. Tries to head that to middle of the park to create some space. Looking for him to go back here. Pritchard. Again, got to go back to Pritchard. Wants to run this down to the left edge. Good ball in, although it was too much pep on that one. Tentative start from both sides, just feeling each other out. Again, everyone I spoke to in the lead up suggests this could go either way. Throw a blanket over is the term I use. We've got a goal next door on field 2. We'll get an update on who scored that shortly.
Go, 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 go!
Oh, didn't quite get the touch he wanted in the first instance. Too hard, allowed Mindil to recover there.
Get there right, get there right! Ambo, tuck in, Ambo!
On the right edge, goes inside. Asked a lot, but he gets recovered. Through ball here. Again, it's the second time they've done that, Mindil. Just the timing slightly off, but it's dangerous. Goes along and to no one in particular.
A lot of talk from the benches early too, Dave, down here to my left. The Azzurri, a lot of talk from the bench.
Middle of the park, opportunity for Mindil now. Needs some support, plays back, goes over the top. Foot race on here, although it will be good positioning from the defender. Almost lost the handle on it, still going. Tries not to. It will be a corner. I was going to say, almost got there. First corner of the game. Opportunity for Mindil Aces. Launches it right into the guts, rising high, still in play, gets down, goal! Second bot was the best one. Not only did he get by the cherry there, got the cream on top, and Mindil Aces open the scoring.
It was just great the way he lined that up. You saw that ball coming back down. It went quite high up, and it's given the opportunity as we watch the replay to go in for the header. So we watch the big screens now, and just clinically well to put that through into the back of that net.
Yeah, he came in from the back as well, so not great defending. They allowed him to jump over the top of them. And the Aces strike the first blow. Again, as Axe mentioned in the pre-game, not much separated these two sides. Third and fourth.
Azzurri to 35 points for the season. Mindil Aces into the game on 33 points.
And if my notes serve me correctly, I think Azzurri managed to get a win over Olympic late in the season as well.
Yes, that seems to be the way the notes read that we put together.
Back heel there. It'll be a foot race. Get onto it quickly. Manages to keep it in. He just waited for that to roll over the line. He probably should have put boot to ball. Crosses in. At the back. Look at this one. The keeper comes out to commit.
Get up, boys!
Immediately into attack now. Didn't quite get the clearing kick he wanted, although that touch on the second instance wasn't what he wanted. And that attack run stifled. So if you missed the first game, the results will show that Olympic won 5-1. The reality was that 3 of those goals came in very, very quick succession at the back end of the game, when the game, well, 2 of them when the game was probably done, late in the term. For the large part, especially that second half, Hearts were on top, ably supported by the biggest cheer squad, I think, in the league. A very picturesque ground, the Darwin Football Stadium. Especially this corner. Aces play it back, although Azzurri has come up with the ball. They need to defend this well. Immediately turned into an attacking option for Aces. Almost overran it. The defender just boots it away. The flag was up. Keep a thought for the referees. The humidity is up. It's almost 30 odd degrees. They are officiating 2 matches in a row. So if you think it's tough for the players, well, the referees have to run around for 2 games back to back. Goes out on the close edge. Heads it inside the park. Good ankle ball. Taps it. He seems to hold this up, so he goes backwards. Azzurri come up with it. Plenty of numbers there. Do well to maintain possession. Doesn't. All ball there. Don't know what they're complaining about. Good refereeing. Azzurri will try and go back to clear this. There's the foul. Afters. Riddington got some extra sauce on that one. Made to earn it. I'll spread this wide. Wants to go for a bit of a run.
Well, the bench and that player appealing with the 4th official for a tripping infringement.
Saeed back to Riddington. In the middle. Pritchard goes out wide. Wider still. Just gets around the defender. That ball was asking a little bit too much, but the defender comes in and thumps that on the far edge. Azzurri try and look for the switch here. Goes wide out to Pritchard. Good ball in. Plenty of pressure coming. Closed his space down. He wants to go quickly. Launches inside. Cross will go out wide. Well dealt with the header. Immediate counter here for the Aces. Good through ball. Will he get there? Defender has to play it back. And the keeper says not today. Although it might come straight back. Counter here. Good use of the body. Mukamba. And again, I'm probably butchering the names here. Aces on halfway. And Fracchetti kicks that to no one in particular, except for the keeper. He'll launch it back over halfway. No one gets clean purchase on it. The ball will be towed over the line. Aces will get to relaunch here. Again, plenty of pressure goes down the line. The challenge on here. Smashes his opponent out of the way. The referee says all fair. Might have been playing advantage actually. He was. Not much of an advantage there because the keeper will. Oh, it's offside. So the crowd isn't as, well, definitely not as vocal as the first semi. Here's a good ball, and can he get there? Just. No. The flag was up anyway. Azzurri, they want to build something to get some attacking options. They haven't had many. Azzurri stripped them of this ball. Turns his defender inside out. Although good use of the body there. Manages to keep it in. Still has to play it out. There's a number there. Might come back though. Good offensive pressure from Mindil, and eventually just the clearing kick to get it out of the zone. The two nines come together. Referee's found a free. Simon Bell just finding the dirt. And I think he'll get the free kick. The keeper will come down and take it. The skipper, the Azzurri. Sorry, for Mindil. He's wearing blue. Too much asked on that one. So we've settled into a bit of a lull here. I must say, I don't know if it's as physical as the first game. It's a little bit surprising. He didn't quite get the handle on that. Opportunity kicked away.
I feel like they may have just taken a bit of insight from the last game, McRae, and certainly just recalculated how they're going to use their energy and fuel deposits through the opening half.
That's a good point. It is considerably different in the conditions in this game.
We saw 42-45% humidity yesterday into 75 now, so it's certainly different field dished up for the players tonight.
And no breeze, of course, to speak of. Unlike yesterday, it was quite significant and it maintained throughout pretty much the entire night.
Pretty much 25 kilometres comfortably sitting, and now we're lucky to see double digits. We're only sitting at a little bit over 7 degrees to the north, so like you said, certainly different feeling out here tonight.
Middle of the park, opportunity now. Ball goes up. It's the heavens. Didn't quite get that. There's an opportunity now if we can get this for the Azzurri. Brought down. Referee says no. He's still down in back play. Holding his left ankle.
Wasn't the greatest way to come down on that ankle. We watched the big...
Kana, I think it was. He's been in a fair bit. No, so, yeah, so his opposite number has just fallen on his foot, so that actually would hurt. He's still favouring it a bit. Good attacking position here for the Azzurri. Reddington launches it in. That will be cleared and will be the first corner for the boys in blue. So what about the variation? Oh, it does go the variation. I'm not sure if it's going to work out for him. Tries to turn, and that will be a goal kick. Nico Smarkos is the referee, and Axel Deathmore's barber.
If he's as sharp on that whistle as he's as sharp as on the scissors each Monday, Dave McRae, I feel like we should be in for a blockbuster of a game.
The Aces now. Mindil Aces will launch. And the keeper is untroubled by that one. High press from Mindil, and it's got a fine touch. That's a good throw. Plenty on this one. Manages to almost turn his defender inside out, but lost his feet. So that humidity and dew that Axe spoke about in the pre-game, perhaps coming into play.
Not terrible on the sidelines, Dave, but still not overly comfortable, if I can, from a local's point of view.
The Aces, not sure what he's doing there. He tries to play it inside the box. The relieving defending kick will only go as far as the fullback for Aces. Wants to play it back. Inside. Kamba, who's been a handful early. Although he's not probably getting the service as a handball there. Probably not getting the service that he wants. Up forward for the Azzurri. They finished in third place this year. And that ball will just be allowed to go to the keeper. Almost loses the handle on that one. Plays it in, is stripped of it. No, that's found the sidelines. So I'm just looking at, we've barely gone half an hour, and I was looking at these two teams. They look a lot more fatigued in the earlier game. Those conditions, I think, are having an effect early. Here's Azzurri's opportunity for an attacking foray. Plays it on the right, on the left side, goes inside. Good defensive header, will concede the corner. So there's a lull around the stadium as well. Nowhere near as raucous and energetic as the first game, but again, maybe the conditions also have an effect. It is draining, I must admit.
Hearing from local knowledge, they were saying the opening teams tonight's game were probably the biggest crowd supporters or biggest crowd fan base in Darwin.
That's good. Immediately they turn this into an attacking foray to the Aces. Close down there, good challenge. He wants to go quickly, but doesn't have the support. Will go inside a little bit backwards, plays it back to him. Thinks about the switch. Here it is now. Plays it out further to the left edge. Goes the top of the area. He just lost the handle on that. Wants to win it back. Mindil do, but illegally, says the referee. Again, they want to go quick. Go out to that far edge. Again, another defensive tackle. Puts the ball back over the line. Coming roaring through was the defender for Aces. Still an opportunity now for Azzurri. Plays that in. No one home for them though. Wants to turn here and turns it into attack. That was a handball and a half. Reddington out wide. I'll go backwards. Saeed inside now. Good ball inside. Just holds that up, but referee's found another free kick.
Aces starting to warm up. A few of the interchange players down on the sidelines, Dave. So we could see substitutions very soon coming onto the pitch.
Free kick for Pritchard, about 15 out, I reckon, Axe. First opportunity to see a set piece with a free kick for the boys in blue.
Not a place you want to be giving free kicks away anywhere on the field, but more or less to 15 out from the nets.
Goes wide to the back. Vance didn't quite get the purchase on it that he wanted. It was a fresh area with their head, and they want to turn this immediately into attack, excuse me. As I swallow my own words, that ball was allowed to bounce. The bicycle kick over the top, but there was no one home there. It looked spectacular.
Flexibility in that play.
Reddington looking to clear, goes into the middle of the park, sliding on the deck. I think that was Guti. Down on that. Aguero wins that one. Aces now holds it up. Sorry, Azzurri holds it up, looking for a number inside. There's nothing there, and that will be a corner. Looking through the Azzurri list, we've got names from, I reckon, from every continent across the planet. Real multicultural team. Into the box. Ran at it, didn't play for it though at the top. And they're trying to turn it into an immediate counter. The Azzurri's been doing most of the attacking of late. Well, fell over that one. He'll maintain possession, only just though, because the Azzurri have got it back. Kind of. Back to the close edge now. Good carry from the Aces. Turns on a dime, just Franchetti. Franchi, I'll get there in the end. Plays that into the box. Tommaso Franchi in the number 10.
Appealing for hands in the back. The referees aren't agreeing with the sideline decisions tonight.
High ball. Ball's over the line. French, you couldn't get there in time.
Got enough in behind the boot on that there, Dave. I just feel like another couple of foot forward and a bit of a right-hand trajectory would have put round through, but I think you're accurate in saying he just didn't get there quite enough for the kick to come back in.
Ball into the part, looking to turn this into an attacking option. Has to go again. Good effort, good second effort, good third effort. Just kicks that away before he's playing the advantage. Going to go out wide. This is Kirby. Being challenged. He's going to spread it wide, looking for the switch. That was asking a big, big question. Way too much of his teammate. Keeper in no hurry, just giving everyone a bit of a breather. They're going to run this ball up the ground, goes on the other side. Kept his feet. He'll go again. Good ball in, although fullback manages to get... Oh, everyone lost the handle on that, but the Azzurri will reload. Good carry out wide. Yeti, I think it is. Guti. Get there in the end. Feel free to send us your pronunciation suggestions. I've noticed Axe at the Aces technical area. I don't know where I can't see the coaches. They're way back, are they? Not sitting on their assigned seats. Quite comfortable, clearly, being under the
coaches.
Cover.
Just giving the water in the minute. That young man there just returning the water bottle to the tray.
They're quite happy to sit back, whereas the Azzurri bench, that coach has been up and down. He's got hands up now, asking what's going on.
He's standing under the factors to where you can't see the coach is. He is actually standing under that petition.
I can see now. I can see now. Yep.
Hiding from the commentators.
Getting a bit of an arm wrestle at the moment. Neither side really challenged the keeper. Over the last 20 or so. Opportunity over the top. Was the flag down? It was. Defensive kick away. We've got two players come together.
Calling for medics.
And I missed that challenge.
The Aces.
Doesn't look healthy.
Let's see if we get a replay on that.
So it looks like it was a head clash. Yeah, we just missed that, but I just saw it on the monitor here. Looks like it's a head clash. Two players going up for the header. One coming off second best. So there is some concern here.
Might be a little worse for wear here, Dave, as we call for the medical bags to be brought out. Interesting, I feel, Dave, where they put both skippers in the goals. It would, from my point of view, it's actually not a bad way to do it because it gives the skippers the opportunity to effectively watch the game and captain the side and not be involved in the play-by-play. Still obviously a very important part in defending the goals and the attacking on the goals, but of course a great opportunity to captain the side and better have that third player point of view.
Ball in, comes running at that one. Didn't come much of it. Yeah, I do like a keeper that is a skipper, that's for sure. It's a position on the field where you have to be full of confidence. And back yourself in and don't second guess yourself. So good qualities for a leader. Reddington with the ball. Plays it inside. Going to go outside now. Yugati. Reddington again. Azzurri come up with it, just kicks it in down, looking for an option. He's put his hands up in the air, hoping for a free kick. The Aces want to turn this into an immediate counter, although he's been stripped of the ball. And Reddington, again, he's had a bit to do in the last few minutes out wide, lost the handle on that one. Riley. Ugati will probably want that one again. So, we're in a bit of a lull at the moment.
Jacob Meehan-Lee returns to the field. He's not listed as a sub, so he may have just come off for a moment in time.
That was the play with the head clash. He's a big unit too. And there we, well, big challenge. Opportunity for the Aces. Almost some miscomms there. Goes to play that, although a sliding defensive tackle sent it over the line. Defender on his hammer, and they'll be stripped of it here. Pushes him over. Asks him to test the sanctity of the grass.
And that last play there,
moist.
Last play there, Dave, the assistant referee challenging an on-field infringement, but the on-field referee not following suit.
Far edge. Plays that back. It's a dangerous ball, a real dangerous ball. Opportunity for the Aces. He wants to get on the left, just wide. Real dangerous ball back. And the coaches for the Azzurri, he is up and he is livid. It was a dangerous ball to play back. Almost resulted in another goal. Good run here, couldn't get the through ball though. Immediately counted for the Aces. Almost got there in the end. It will be an Aces ball though. Throw in a dangerous position. It's just a lull across the stadium at the moment. Ball is out, or it's offside.
Inside 1 minute of regular time remaining, Dave, and then into any injury time we may have clocked up.
I think we've got an extra 5 after that, Axe. 45. Opportunity for the Aces now. I don't know what that was. He was off balance, didn't get the purchase he wanted on that one. So as we tick close to the last 5 minutes of regular time in the first half.
Well, that is correct, yes. I've shortchanged the game there a bit, Dave.
Mate, it's been a long week, a big weekend of football. Of course, I'm sure we can be forgiven, especially the effort we put in last night, 240 minutes plus the shootout of Premier League football. We went into the early hours of today, so technically we've been calling football for 2 days. Going to play this out wide here. Curry wants to divide the two, ends up going into the park. He'll play this back to create some space. Ready to turn out wide here, he gets it. He'll go off the left, crosses in in the middle, rised above it, couldn't get hold of it, out wide. They should reload here. Bukana was there but couldn't get to it in time. Humbleman Bukana, I think that's how you pronounce it. Inside, the keeper will have to deal with this one. The skipper for the Aces. And they'll get to relaunch here in the middle of the park, over the top. Can he get there in time? I don't think he can, and it doesn't matter, he's offside. I've seen a few offsides already in this game, quite a few actually, probably the most we've seen in the 3 matches so far.
Coaching staff undoubtedly will address that at half time, Dave, just to tighten up on the offsides, not giving away too many penalties in the game, with 2 points in it between 3 and 4 on the ladder.
Inside, came off as the defender to get rid of that one. Is there anything more to be written in this half of football? Before we go into the sheds, the Azzurri looks to clear this out of the close edge. There's too much on that one though. So you just get the feeling these two teams are just waiting for something to break. Definitely not being played at the same pace as the first semi. Conditions could have something to do with that, or it could be the fact that this is do or die. Or take too much of a risk. Reddington with the throw. Could be played back to him. Back to where it came from. Good touch. Middle of the park. Wants to spread this wide. He does now. On the far edge. Turns his player inside out and wins the free kick.
Yeah, just observing the sweat factor down here, David. Certainly courtesy of the light blue attire from Azzurri. Certainly a lot more sweat the players are carrying, but not a bad cool breeze starting to blow across the park here down at ground level. So we'll see if that reserves the players through the second half.
It's a bit moist down there, Ajax. Into the box. It'll be cleared away from the Aces. It might come back though. There's plenty going on downstairs in the benches. During the break, I was able to sample the hospitality. It's the first time I've been able to do that. It's usually your good self Good sampling the hospitality. I enjoyed the chicken satay skewers, and you had yourself a Dagwood dog, didn't you? A good dog?
Yeah, Dagwood dog, and I'm into the Gatorade tonight to keep the hydration up. You'd be surprised, even as sports commentators, we ourselves still need to keep up on the hydration to get us through these games.
Absolutely. I was just thinking I need the Gatorade myself. Ball on the far edge, getting close to the line. There's all sorts going on there. Good luck working out where we are. Well, thunders that into the defender's legs. The Azzurri should clear here. If they... He does very well. Good use to the body, though. He did lost the handle on that one. It'll come straight back. Looks like it is full time on field 2 in the reserves game, as we're well inside injury time now. Excuse me. Plays that for a corner kick. So set piece.
Set it again is the word from the young coach out of
Tom Bird, I believe, for the Aces.
The Aces. Might be getting down to Mindil Beach Sunset Markets before too long, Dave.
I haven't been down yet.
Missing out, mate. You're missing out.
Well, there's plenty of time. I'm back again in a couple of weeks, and then I'm back for a week and a half in the first week of October for what I'm eagerly anticipating, and I'm sure everyone in the football community is. It's the AFC qualifier again, as we see this corner kick come in. It's going to be cleared out. Timor Leste bringing their qualifiers to Darwin, and this time they'll be hosting the Philippines. Here's a good run down that far edge. He goes to ground. Referee's coming over. He might be showing something here. No, he's not. He's
Soccer ball's gone to the Marara fire station.
I'm just seeing this on the monitor here. There's a good run down that edge. And caught a flailing foot. We don't know how long we've got in injury time. We're inside 2 minutes now. This could be one of the last plays.
The authentication certificate for being a Territory and Mr. McRae. So start spending much more time up here.
Well, I've got cars, and hopefully spending half the summer, half of the season, I should say, half the year. Transient, individual. Of course, the population here in the Great Northern Territory is a bit transient. People come here, they enjoy it, and they never want to leave. Yours truly included. Close ball, and that's a goal! Glancing header. And in the shadows of half-time, the Azzurri something from nothing level. Great set piece. The ball was low. Just a glancing header to his left. Watch this on replay. Might have taken a slight deflection. Great set piece. And at half-time, we are level. And the third place team, in the last play of the half, managed to level it up. 1-1 in this do-or-die semi-final. Arnold with the score is what my stats are telling me. I'm not sure if that was, because there is no Arnold in the Azzurri team. So someone's getting their numbers incorrect there. We'll try and get you a number on that at halftime. Definitely not Arnold, but that is halftime. I'm not sure if you're going to have a chat with anyone down there, Axe, but what a great time to score for the Azzurri.
Yeah, it certainly is, Dave McRae. I'm not sure who's going to be available to appear with me here on the sideline. We are just going to let the captains, the skippers of both sides, spend some time with their teams to review what is Well, just a preview for the second half, but of course a few things I want to speak about, Dave, while we got the opportunities we spoke about last night, is players at home, how crucial it is to keep players at home from all positions. And then we have seen so many times in last night's game, and of course in the game earlier, that's led us into this blockbuster of a game. Just having a player not at home, how dangerous it can be, but also on the other side, if you flip the coin and have a look at the other side of the situation, if you do have those players at home in the right position when they go for an attack on goal, your team may just come away with a point.
Well, it was a good set piece from the Azzurri, and it's a great time to score. It was obviously a set piece I reckon they've practiced a bit.
You can see Azzurri.
They have had limited opportunities up forward, and as we've said, the last 2 days, this game can turn on a head, but we go into the sheds in the do-or-die semi-final. There's no tomorrow for one of these teams. They're playing for an opportunity to play next week against the Hearts in the prelim final and a chance to play in the cup final. We're going to take a quick break as the teams head into the sheds at 1-1. We'll be back very shortly for the second 45.
What I'll do, Dave, is while we're taking a short break, I'm actually just going to go have a look at the inside of the goal areas, and I just want to have a look at that to my right and then see if we can see any reasons why we've seen few of them deviations in play over the weekend.
Good work, Axe. We'll be back shortly. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Owen Football Stadium. 2025 final series and second semi-final of Men's Premier League. And if you've just joined us, you missed the Azzurri equalised in the last minute of the first half. For the two sides, Mindil Aces and Azzurri United are locked together at 1-1. For one of these teams, they get an opportunity, the winner, to play the Hearts next week in a prelim. For the team that comes out on the wrong side of the scoreboard, well, it's Mad Monday for them, and they'll have to prepare and get ready for 2025. My name is David McRae. Welcome back if you're joining us on YouTube, on the Northern Territory Football YouTube channel. On the sidelines, my good friend Axel Deathmore. He actually did a pitch report and went out to between the goals on the left-hand side just to check out the deck out there, because we had some concerns, especially yesterday, with how much of it was, well, munched up. And Axel, I don't know if you can hear me, mate. You went down, you had a look. What'd you find? No, it looks like Axe is enjoying the hospitality. So my understanding is the goals to the left, the grass is a bit worse for wear, and we've seen that affected a couple of balls coming in, especially last night, and keepers have lost their footing. We're only a few minutes away from the second 45. If you saw the games last night, both games went to extra time, including one that went to a shootout. In the early game this evening, it was the Premiers Darwin Olympic that won 5-1 over the Hearts. That scoreline probably flattered them, however, because three of those goals came very, very late in the game. It was a goal fest in the end. We'll try and get you a score update from the reserves game on pitch 2. Right now, all the attention here is on pitch 1 to see which team can continue on in 25. And he'll be looking forward to Mad Monday. Referee just having a chat to the skipper and the keeper. Referee's doing a fantastic job. We just checked the weather earlier, and the humidity was upwards, pushing 80-odd%, which has doubled since the start of this evening. There is no breeze to speak of if you're watching at home. If you're sitting in the stands, you're probably feeling it. On the ground, it's probably slightly better. The skipper for the Azzurri still out of his area. We'll go back there now, and we'll get the ball on the deck and ready for kickoff for the second 45. We're just getting...
Great opportunity there, Dave, to take the opportunity to wine and dine with some corporate hospitality partners down here at the Darwin Football Stadium.
Well, it's all... Well, you are dressed for it, I must admit. I was lucky the camera's not on myself.
Proud to share that. A proud and true West Aussie is the man up in the commentary box tonight.
A proud Australian, my friend. Home is where you rest your head.
And for you, my friend, that's right here in Larrakia country.
Spend more time home, mate. As I said last night, I've seen your face, smiling face and slick hair and dapper threads more than I see my kids. And right now, what I'm seeing is an enthralling game of football. Who will be the first to lay the blow in this second half? Strong challenge, although he maintains possession. It came off the boot, goes inside. The keeper does well there, right on his line, takes that well. Slows it up here, was looking for the quick play on. Whacks it on the boot, good use of the body. And that'll find the sidelines. Azzurri coach up on his feet again. Spent a bit of time in the first half up there. Got a play down for the Azzurri. He's not happy with himself either. That's for Shindy. He's back straight in the action here. Middle of the park. Are we going to see these two teams throw a bit more at it again for one of them? There's no tomorrow. Again, another strong challenge. Simon Bell, number 9 for Azzurri. He is a big unit as well. There's a couple of big units in both of these sides. Strong, powerful athletes. Sony throws, go for the throw, goes to that man again, although he's lost the handle. Aces pushed over, probably went to ground a little bit too easy there. Emmanuel Kipiator, I think, is how you pronounce that, the number 5 for Aces. Pritchard still going. Mola again manages to win this. He's got numbers on the right, goes inside. Maybe that wasn't the option. He stripped him of the ball here, though. He's looking for some space through to goal. He might have to send this wide. Another option here between the legs of the defender. Keeper has to dive to his left. Did well, gets a round of applause from the crowd. Long ball in, not going to trouble anybody. The keeper will come out and just boot that. Or he'll pick it up. Good use of the body, flag is up. There's a foul there. Victoria Emmanuel, number 5, has won that for his team. There's a bit going on behind us. There's a lot going on behind us, and there's some cards shown. Might actually be a red card. Set piece now for the Aces. As the crowd runs over to see what's happening on the second pitch. Ball inside the area, launched into the stratosphere. They'll get to reload again. There's plenty of people having a look at what's going on pitch 2. We'll give you an update on that a bit later. It's the reserves going on there. That's a dangerous ball. Who's going to clear? Gets there first. As the Azzurri uses his strength, he goes down in the area. Strong challenge and a free kick. It's a transient crowd at the moment. They've all rushed to pitch 2, now they rush back to pitch 1. If you've never been here to the Darwin Football Stadium, the pitch 2 is directly behind the stadium, but it's an open concourse here, so you can actually stand up the deck and see what's going on there. It'll be Pritchard with the kick. Kai Pritchard for the Azzurri. And last time they had a set piece, they managed to score. What can they do this time? Out wide, keeper commits. Defensive header. Azzurri will maintain possession now. Looks to go back for the switch. Keeper's got to hold up on the skipper. Goes long down the ground. And that will find the line. Azzurri coach wanted to have a touch of his own. Shundi, the throw in. Again, the big man using his body, Bell. Ball inside, on the out. It's a good option here. Shoots, good sliding tackle. And again, the Azzurri coach is up.
Yeah, plenty to talk about on the field 2, Darwin Football Stadium, field 2. Red card issue. Dave McRae just went for a bit of a sneak away over there.
So it was a red. It was a red card.
Red card, and referees now come together to consult the report. A little bit of tensions flare with players coming together.
There was a bit of fracas. Everyone went over there to see what's going on. Opportunity now for the Aces. Azzurri will clear, sends the ball straight back. Offside position. Bell puts his hand up. It looked entertaining. It's gone into the stands and then back onto the grass. Security guard thought he might get a touch there. He got a bit excited. Aces want to play on quickly. Good use of the body. Although run down, and that's put back into the stands, I think. Azzurri coach is very animated at the moment. In the box, tries to turn to get it on his left. There's an opportunity. Strikes, hits the post. Although there's a free kick found. I didn't see what the signal was. Goes long. Crashing that. Aces might get an opportunity to reload. High up and under ball. He's going to chase his first. Heads it down. And there's a free kick. He's really want to go quickly, but they go back to the spot though. Just feels as though the tempo has lifted a little bit since the break. Again, the Azzurri coach is the one that's leading the tension at the moment. He's on his feet, right on the edge of the area. He's got plenty to say. Long, can they win that? No, they can't. Well, they'll win the throw at least. Still a bit going on behind us on field 2. We'll get some further updates about who was sent off and the scorer there as well. It's the reserves. Again, no tomorrow for the team that loses that one. Next week we got the double header, the men's and the women's, and the prelim. And of course on the 27th it'll be the cup finals here at Darwin Football Stadium. Looking forward to coming back again, Axe, and joining you and the team to be part of that one.
Plenty to talk about in the lead up and the story so far, and there's so many more chapters to write, Dave.
It's a big couple of months of football. Of course, then, as we mentioned, the AFC's coming to town again. And if my mail is correct, because it was up in the air about how many games Timor would bring, but if my mail is correct, they're actually going to bring their last 2 games here. Now, don't quote me on that, but my mail is that they're going to bring both games here. So that's one in October and I think also one in November. And of course, we've got the remembrance match here as well between the Forces and a Darwin Select side for both the men's and the women's. So plenty of football. It's a festival of football. That goes into the stands. A couple of fans almost got a touch. There's a smooth looking dude there drinking a sherbet in his Hawaiian shirt, looking very Darwinish.
Probably lost count of how many times I've been asked if I'm from Melbourne, Dave.
They are, this game seems to have again lifted a notch. While I say that, I feel a cool change coming in from behind us. Does feel like it might have just switched the weather, but this second half seems to have been played with a bit more vigour than the first. Again, as we mentioned, no second chance for the team that comes out second best tonight. Inside the box, opportunity, flailing boot on the right, couldn't get clean contact on that. And down on the deck is the skipper, and he's not injured. It's the first time we've seen some real serious cramp. How much more of that is going to come? Challenging conditions tonight. We saw plenty of that last night. Players going down left, right and centre, dropping like flies through cramp. Serious cramp too. We actually had one of the key strikers come off, I think, in the second game, if you correct me if I'm wrong, Axe, with a significant cramp.
I'll back you in that one all the way to the end of this game, Dave. But obviously concerning if Skip's been injured.
Need to get some pickle juice out there. Get the electrolytes. Might
Well,
need
they're
some
asking
myself.
now, the asking coming off for a HIA, so I'm not sure where that information has arisen from.
Mindil trying to clear. They'll be thrown straight back to where it came from. Opportunity for a defensive header back to his keeper. Kept his nerve. Spectacular fall to the ground there. Aces. Reload. Going backwards to try and look for the switch. They're going to play this out to the close edge. Riding to the halfway line. Now looking for some space. Took 2 touches for that one. Headed back. And he's going to boot that over the sidelines. Barnard, the throw. But in a really good position was the defender. Just have a bit of a push and shove. Got to share recipes for beef Wellington. Some sauteed mushrooms. Teams get a 30-second breather as the skipper and keeper launches this one back into play. Strong header over the line from the Aces big unit, Matthew Barnard.
And both teams certainly delivering a fair mix and match of size and stature.
Header over the top. That'll be launched back to where it came from. Big striker for Aces, can't get clean purchase. It's a foot race out wide and the ball will beat everyone to the line. It's an Aces ball. Ticking close to the hour mark now. I think I might have spoken too soon about that cool change. That ball in, he should have had a touch on that. It's just going to be sent to the sidelines. I want to go quick. Ball in, good use of the body. He's found goal side, goes inside. He's turned, he shoots, he scores! What a save! What a save!
That skipper and keeper earning every cent of his paycheck tonight down here, Dave McRae.
It was a fantastic, they played on quickly, a fantastic ball, and we see on the replay here, just stopped, turned, got on the right, or the left. And the keeper, the save of the day, he is absolutely screaming at his charges. Trying to organise the defence, ball goes past the far post. Seeing it again on my monitor, that was a fantastic save.
Well, there you go, in the midst of that, coach has been cautioned by the 4th official for kicking that extra ball into the field of play when a ball was already in the field of play and made quite notable by the referees.
There is a famous incident in the Premier League of my memory escapes me, of a Premier League match, and the keeper had to come off his line, well out of his box to make a sliding tackle to push the ball over, and he was well out of his box and they wanted to play on quickly, and so he cheekily grabbed the next ball and threw it onto the pitch so they couldn't play on. Andreas
Diarigo down with an injury. Medics called to the paddock. Looks like a lower to mid back injury. We'll get the medical staff in attendance to Diarigo, and hopefully we'll wish Andreas back to his feet in a few moments' time.
If you can, Ax, see if we can get an update on the reserves on field 2. It'd be interesting to know what the score's sitting at there and who actually, which side it is that's actually playing down at the moment. Plays up. Well, he's walking his way to the sidelines. Yeah, you're right, it is. He's holding his back. Although I've never quite understood that, because you can't really hold your back, can you? It's someone else to give it a good rub, good back rub. That's what you need. And I think they'll bring out the magic spray. That'll sort it out. Magic spray fixes everything. Azzurri launches this ball to the edge of the area. I want a quick counter here on the edge. Slides it in, centers it. It's going to go. Oh, it's heel ball. Didn't quite get the purchase or the direction he wanted on that. Probably should have gone out wide to his left. A quick counter now for the Azzurri. What can they do? Kicks the ball past him. Puts the afterburners on. He's got time. He's got space. The defender comes in to close. And just in front of the keeper. Good defensive effort there, but had to scramble for the second. Into the box, keeper should handle this pretty easily. Still plenty going on field 2. That'll go out. Aces with the throw. Strong contact here. The Azzurri over the top. They can't get clean possession here at the top of the mark. The big unit number 9. They'll get a second bite. Shoots. Only the legs of the defender. Gonna go out wide now to reset. Goes inside the box. Again finds the defender and just a clearing kick to the sidelines. Gets a round of applause from the crowd who seem to have found their voice.
Dave, I'll have those details whenever you want to throw them into the broadcast.
Go for it. What have you found out on field 2?
So 2 players sent from the field, one from the Hearts with a red card, and one from Port Darwin. The Hearts player getting sent for being a little bit too vocal with the referee, and the Port Darwin an infringement that was reportable. 1 goal for the Hearts, trailing Port Darwin to 2 goals.
Well, it's all happening there. 2 players sent off, one from each team. It's game on here. 1-1, flying through here, using his strength and his body. And again on the left, the crowd is starting to pipe up, so the tension's building. It's got to go back. That's a good ball. It's lost the vision of it just briefly. Tries to get goal side. Good strong challenge. And that will be a corner. First corner for Aces in the second.
Certainly a fair amount of corners we're seeing through this final series, Dave.
Goes to the far post. Ball hits the deck. No clean purchase on it, and that'll roll out for a keeper kick. Junior finals, of course, on tomorrow at the Darwin Footy Stadium. The Football NT crew doing a solid job. This is the time of the year where they work their butts off for the love of the game. Support those that ply their trade on the grass. Well done to Albert and the team thus far, and great final series. opportunity now to clear. He'll have to go backwards to go forwards. Go back to the keeper. He'll just put his boot into that. Goes over the halfway line, crashing into his back there. The referee allows it to play on. Good through ball there. Lost the handle on it to the big unit. He's got to go now. Slots it in board. He's off balance and it affected the kick. And the Aces do all they can to make a meal of that. And it's gone over the line, just short of halfway. Shindy in the throw, no one at the back there, it'll find the line again. Goes in a bit shorter this time, player loses his feet. Minigeti. Probably pronounced that 14 different ways already tonight. Strong challenge in the air, opportunity now for the Aces. He does well here. Turns his defender inside out. We've got to go backwards. Look for the switch here. No. Charge down. Getting all sorts of pressure. He decides to go right back to his keeper. Simon Bell got a boot to that. Hearts in mouths. That ball's found the feet, however, of Kipiato. Aces have lost it. And Azzurri. Bukana down the far edge, feeds in his teammate, ducks inside, turns his defender out, shot on goal, hits the defender's legs. Plays it back, again looking to try and break this defensive wall. Doing a lot of attacking at the moment, the Azzurri. Here's a foot race on, and he's got some speed, tries to shove the defender out their way, shoves him again, that'll be a foul. There's been a lot of physical challenges here, and the crowd's calling for something a little more, but I must admit that the discipline of both sides has been exceptional tonight in such a physical game. In the middle of the park, Azzurri. Again, this game has lifted a notch, undoubtedly, in this second half. Trying to relaunch here, drops, loses his feet. We've seen a few of that, a bit of that at the moment. Plays the ball, and keeper was committed, especially with the big number 9 Belling barreling down. Good use of the body, and oh well, I'm not overly sure about that. I think the linesman was in a different mind to the referee. He puts his hand up and says, "What, me?" Only call what he can see, and it was a physical challenge. So on the replay, it's the assistant was not quite sure. He's waiting for his referee to make the decision. Back to the skipper. Out wide for the switch. This game is just simmering. Is it ready to boil? Play it down. Again, really physical challenges there. Well, entertaining second half. Shoots inside the box at the top there, loses the handle on it. They'll get to reload here. He wants to come out to that left edge. Brings it back in, no one home, however. Camped in the middle of the box was the defender. Gumby now. Good challenge on him. There's a play down. As we're inside the last 20 now. I'll tell you what, the first My maths has escaped me, would you believe, Axe? First 25 of this last half has just flown past.
If you want to ask me about hospitality, wining or dining or tourism top end, fire away, Dave. If you want to ask me about mathematics, you're asking the wrong bloke. 3 + 3 is 7 every day of the week, if you ask me.
Every time I come up, which of course is every second day at the moment, I'm a transient citizen. That balls goes in. It was another one that was clearly a set play. It was low. They'll get to reload here. One of my favourite pastimes now, Axe, is discovering the NT and Darwin. And every time I come, which again is every second day, every second week, ball in, took a deflection there, the top of the box. Here's the big unit. Let's Bell lets it go. Bell now shoots over the top. Every time I come to Darwin, I try and discover something new, and there's plenty to see. I tell you, you need a lifetime and a half to discover it all.
Well, 29 years of living here in the top end and a proud Territorian, Dave. Look, I've seen a lot of stuff from Kakadu National Parks to Litchfield, Nipmuc, the west region, up through the eastern Northern Territory, out to the sides of Catherine, but oh boy, is there more to explore on my bucket list yet.
That goes long, tries to get connection on that, can't. Well, as I say, Axe, the top end, if you're going to choose an end, you choose the top, it's the best end. No doubt about that. God's country up here. Larrakia country, always was, always will be. I'll get you reload here, the Azzurri. Oh, lax defence here. It's 3-on-2. The flag is up. That was borderline, I reckon. But the assistant in the very, very best spot to make that call.
Crowds are appealing for a replay to be brought into it, but no video referee here tonight, Dave McRae.
We don't have any VAR here, that's for sure. Oh, Simon Bell sitting in the box, and equally the flag goes up down that end. I think I've like the change of structure for this. There's definitely a change of structure for the Azzurri in this second half. So Bell is becoming a significant focal point at the pointy end. Still 1-1. If you missed the first half, the Azzurri managed to equalise with the last play of the first half. Ball in the air. Played down, and no one in particular plays in. Big striker, he's got it on his left. He's on his right. He likes his left. He prefers his left. They're going to have to turn this back in. Goes for a long-range shot that troubles no one.
And as mentioned before, David is indeed Larrakia country, the traditional landowners. The name Gary Miller is used for the Darwin CBD area. And of course, Gary Miller Boulevard takes us into the CBD, just 15 minutes north of the Darwin Football Stadium here. And their first settlers finding this beautiful place back in 1869.
Oh, 69. If we just have, if you have a look at their acts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I counted 6 players either on the ground or on their haunches. So the conditions are having a serious effect now. There's no doubt about that. They're taking an opportunity to get a water break. In fact, I think the referee might have actually, he's having a
consultation now with a match official. I believe that might be from Football Australia, or
I think so. The officials have been quite progressive with their players allowing to suck in the water. And I think we've made a change there, have we? I think we have. So I believe, is it Does that look like 17? Saeed, I think, and he's a big unit as well. So Azzurri have pulled the trigger on their first sub. I don't know who's come off. We'll have to check the numbers. So he got a big round of applause. Looks he's going to play down back though. So not a focal point up front. Some built still the man. I think he's wanting to have a say in this one. Goes out wide now. Tries to drag that to the line. Cross comes in. Bell's in a good position. What a great save. It's a goal! Second bite of the cherry at the back. Bell had the first option. Drew the keeper into a really great save.
Azzurri now had to celebrate the 2-1. The Aces coach is just in a moment of reflection as we look at the replay on the big screen. In, around, off the hands and off the right footer to the back of the nets to put a 2-1 score in the 77th minute. Dave McRae.
Buchanan, who has been lively all game. And again, I've been made to look good because I called out Simon Bell that he would have something to say, and that good effort with that big header, planting himself in the box, put the keeper off his line to make a great save, and they have an opportunity here again now. Push off the ball, that's going to be a free, that could be a yellow as well. It is going to be a yellow.
A technical area.
Definitely, yeah, well outside the box, but I don't know why there's remonstration there.
Dave, it was a yellow and a half every day of the week.
Well, nothing more than a yellow, but it wasn't in a goal-scoring position, so Nabe with the yellow. I don't know what he's asking the referee about. The referee, seeing on the monitor, tells him to bugger off. Made my decision. Of course, if you argue with the referee, they're always inclined to overturn their position. It happens all the time, doesn't it, Axe?
You're not wrong there with that analyst. Has a bit of a talking point.
I'll get some right looks from the crew upstairs. They've probably had enough of me. They've had to listen to me for 2 games. All right, Pritchard with the set piece. Who will have a say here? Where's Simon Bell? Look for him right in the middle of this one. He's saying he wants to have a shot. Oh, it's a big corner. The build-up was there. Doesn't matter though, they get a second bite of the cherry.
Well, that actually reminds me on this, looking at the date, Dave McRae, not long before I returned to the whistle in the AFL Northern Territory Premier League ranks.
Oh, you're an umpire, eh?
That's the man behind the whistle. He's right here
so
on the
do you wear
sideline.
White or do you wear green?
What are we doing? We're going back into green
maggots or the white maggots or the
Trust
ball
me,
in?
I've been called a few things from time to time, Dave.
Oh, what a great... Oh, he's just taken a fresh area there. That was fantastic footwork into the box. He just sort of balked on the last contact. That was all ball, but the referee says free kick. I'll tell you what, the Azzurri fans who are currently leading, they are really, really, really loud. Our security staff walking the concourse. Doing a great job protecting us all, getting a right smile. I'm sure they're enjoying the commentary as well. They're having a great time. Challengers claw out that far edge. It's funny what a goal does. The Mindil crowd, they've gone a bit quiet and up and about. It's almost like they've been given some extra happy juice because they are very boisterous, the Aces, the Azzurri crowd. That's easily handled by the keeper. I don't know what he did there. Just decided to chest it to himself.
If I'm correct in saying this, inside 9 minutes,
yep,
Dave?
100%.
Well, glad to see we're on the same page and how long half of soccer is. Thanks. Oh, what a weekend it's been, Dave, and so much to talk about.
Well, when I played this game, 10-year career. Admittedly, it wasn't the full pitch game.
What position were we, Dave?
I was keeper, my friend.
You're the keeper. You're the man behind the magic.
Yep.
Keeping the points off the board.
Yep. So played indoor for 10 years. Got to a grand final. Didn't win. Challenge there. Nothing more than just a tap of the ankle. But the referees in those games, I tell you, referees in those games, they had to be made of steel.
Tough rawhide skin for the referees.
The old Wednesday League.
Palmerston Rovers actually reached out to me, young Philly. He's actually hit me up a couple of times to go into the nets.
We've got a change here for the Azzurri.
15 to go on.
Weeze, I think, is coming on, and coming off is, I can't see the number, is it number 3?
Let's go to number 8.
Number 8.
Andreas Di Arrigo.
Arrigo is off.
Carrying
Arrigo, I'll tell you what, that would be a good name to call for a goal. That's gone wide, flailing boot, can't get contact. How good would that be to call a goal? Not quite the Aguero, but
Andreas Di Arrigo. It's got a bit of a tone to it.
Get Martin Tyler onto that one. All right. So we're definitely inside. I think the last 6 minutes and change of regular time. If the Aces are going to make a charge, they don't seem to have responded that well to the last goal from the Azzurri. Well, I thought that might fire them up. We've got some stretches on the sidelines.
Interchange cards in the hand of the coach from Aces. Well, he'll approach the interchange official with a fresh set of legs.
Good time to make it when you need to score. Simon Bell with a big presence here. He's fallen over in the box. I think that was the goal scorer too. Just lost his feet. We've seen a bit of that now.
How's this for Prince Said is the player that is about to substitute for
Prince
Said.
Said.
Prince Said.
Did I say Saad?
21. Said. Said.
How's that for a name? As he comes on.
However it's pronounced, there's a fresh set of legs for the team.
Is he a prince of the park? And that'll be a corner.
Anthony Dilembo on for Azzurri.
And Albert there doing the ball boy job. Man of 1,000 talents he is.
Young Albert making
Although
a lot of
I think he should be wearing a high vis, maybe just remind him of that. So the ball's down the wrong end as far as the Aces are concerned. We've got 5 minutes remaining in regular time here. Another goal to the Azzurri will all but close the door, I think. There's another substitution now. Ball's in at the top of the box. Deft touch. Almost an own goal. He's got to clear this any way he can. Turns and goes. Tug of the shirt, not seen. Here we go. Plays it in. That's a great ball. Puts the afterburners on. But look, coming through was the defender. He was running so fast. We need a fire extinguisher. Put the fire out on his boots. They want to go quickly to the Aces, but close down. Plays it close. We'll go take 2.
You just really have to admire some of the speeds these players will reach, and
especially this late in the match. Axe.
Yeah.
Oh, shot! What a save! What a save! I was right behind that. I swear that was going in. The keeper, however, had different ideas. Aces now pushing in the dying moments of regular time. Bell turns, just holds it up, plays his teammates in. There's a muck around there. They've lost the handle on it, the Aces. They'll get to reload. Plays his team out on the right. Crosses in. There's no one home at the back post. And then he'll run over the line. Time is the enemy now. If you're the black and the yellow, play it down. There's a shot. Another. Oh, brilliant save from the keeper. He had to commit, come right off his line.
Now
I feel that we've got an injury down on the pitch, and I feel that's just, although the keeper and skipper is down as well, and I just feel that, that these injuries have just taken away from what was a fantastic save. I'm seeing it again. It was his right hand. He's just stuck it up. And what was a ferocious shot at the pegs. And I think he's caught some afters too. I'm just looking at it on replay again.
Yellow card issued.
It is friendly fire, I think. It is friendly fire. I think he copped a boot to the head. And I could just see he's holding his head. He did. So as he fell to the ground, his teammate came in, and I think
someone's gone into the book as well, Dave, with a yellow.
Has a yellow been shown, is that?
Yellow been shown now. I think it might have been for dissent towards the referee, but I want to confirm that. We saw fingers being pointed and then a yellow being shown. Now it looks to be a free kick to be awarded.
Well, it is concerned with, there doesn't seem to be any claret. You're seeing it again. And let's see, you can see there the flailing boot didn't pick up the number. It's a delayed reaction, but definitely a boot to the head from his teammate. As the Aces crowd start to get a little bit anxious.
And one thing you'll find with header injuries, Dave, is the impact will happen, and then you'll have that 30 seconds of grace before the player will actually receive the physical effects from the head knock, and that's where we've seen that delay in, in that possible injury.
Well, if he can't, he has to go and defend this free kick here. He's the skipper and the keeper. He's having an animated conversation on the deck. We are, by the time we, I think, take this kick, we'll be into injury time. There is a vigorous, I've just noticed a vigorous conversation going on the bench between player and fourth official.
Yeah, it's... Well, he's saying my prediction is... Well, I don't know how much a fourth official would take a prediction from a bench player to how the game's going to flow out. I don't know if you've got a little bit more insight into why they would be trying to get into his ears about that. I don't know
what he's talking about. He hasn't been on the park yet, so I don't know what I'd say to a substitution. Anyway, he's taken his position as the captain and the keeper as they line up this free kick. Deep into injury time. If they score here, we go to extra time. Goes on the ground. Didn't trouble the keeper, and that head knock appears to not have an effect. He's got to kick that in deep into the other half, and the ball's just gone over the chalk. So time is the enemy now. We'll just get a signal if you can. I think I could see the referee communicating with the fourth official. He might have told them how much time is left, and we can confirm that. How much added time there actually is. There definitely was some comms. No signal though. So did Azzurri park the bus here? Mindil throwing everything they possibly can.
We're suggesting less than 5 minutes, Dave.
Less than 5. We've already gone 1 and some. And the Mindil crowd is absolutely up. They are loud, they are boisterous.
We've spoken to as soon as we'll now add to potential injury time as we.
There's claims of, I'm assuming, time wasting, but this is how it works. If you
we've got medical staff.
if you're on the field, the referee just adds. If you play down, he just adds extra to the extra time. So he stops his watch.
2.5 minutes extra. That's from our 4th man.
Got another card shown. Another
yellow
one.
card. That was for descent straight out of Aces.
Cards galore has been shown tonight.
But again, I think, Dave, these players know all well too, just to stop back-chatting the referee, because Nico isn't gonna put them cards away.
He's your barber, my friend. You'll know him better than most. He doesn't look like the type of individual that like to be told how to do his job.
He's an honest man.
And the game behind us, the reserves has finished.
Well, he certainly does a good job about keeping my hair in shape.
Silky smooth. Azzurri Pritchard trying to find a way through here. Stripped of the ball. Aces, time running out. There's 3 here, 3 on 2. Can they get this through? They almost mess it up. Fresh airy there. They'll get to reload. They'll go backwards. Out wide now. He wants to run this. Creates a space. Goes inside. The header from the substitute.
I feel like the whistle is moments away to send Azzurri into.
I think, maybe you should ask the 4th official how much time is left. Doesn't go anywhere. Well dealt with. Shot from outside the area. Goes well wide. Keeper in no hurry here. And we're going to have a substitute. Very late one. Yamato Sudo. And that must be a Japanese name. And judging by that hairstyle, that's very Japanese.
I'll give you.
Looks like he should be playing in the Japanese national side.
Full credit. I'll run with that.
And Simon Bell, the big unit, the big forward, comes off. He's done his job. Here's a big rig. Gets a big high five and a massive applause from the home fans, or the Azzurri fans, I should say. The keeper wasting as much time as he can. He gets a yellow card.
6 and then we add 2, we might add 4.
6 minutes turned into 8 minutes, Dave McRae.
There you go. I reckon we've got another 3 at least. 3 to 4 minutes remaining. And the referee's taking nothing. He's given away another card for time wasting. Thumped into next week. The keeper was off his line, but he had time and space to go back. Why not have a ping when you're already a goal up? Good touch there. Almost lost his feet. Good use of the body turn. Tries to turn him inside out. Trips the light. Fantastic. Heel ball. Still maintaining possession. Mindil goes long into the centre. Top of the area. Dashes right. Good strong contact again. He's trying to bust his way through it. Azzurri are going to clear. The substitute. The keeper's well off his line. He came right out. Off back player. Player goes down. Referee says play on. It is absolutely willing in the trenches right now. The referee is about to stamp some authority here.
Nico's having none of that. It was a
no
push.
Tomorrow, and right now.
Substitute was pushed and Nico's having none of it.
As it stands, Mindil, they are looking forward to Mad Monday. Another substitute, the last one for the Azzurri. Justin Pablo will come on for the goal scorer, is it? And he's limping off, so he's giving everything. It is the goal scorer. And he gets a cuddle from his coach, and so he should. He's given everything, and including what looks to be his left ankle. Surely only a minute or so left. If that keeps the ball in, that is out. It'll be a goal kick. I want to go quick.
We'll flip the coin, Dave, and go Maki Ashadini. The player come off. It was his right ankle if we flip the coin for the toss.
I've got 30 seconds in my book, in my clock. Here we go. The substitute's on here. Azzurri in the box seat. Sudo smacked off that. Referee blows it away. There's no hands in that, just shoulders. Mindil, they need something. They need it now. I don't think they're going to get it. Sudo at the top tries to clear it into the box. They'll get a second option out wide if he can maintain this inside the field of play. Thrown off the ball. Right in front of the Azzurri crowd. They're up and about by my clock. We are at 8. This might be the last play, and it's the wrong team with the ball as far as aces are concerned. Pritchard in no hurry here. We'll just replace the ball. Goes a variation just to waste some time. Why not? Referee checks his watch. Has some comms to the fourth official. Rising above that. Still got something in the tank to aces, but is there enough time on the clock? Surely the whistle will come any second.
I feel like Azzurri will just run this to the boundary, Dave.
The whistle's there. Azzurri are through. They came from 1 goal down to win it by 2. 2-1, a goal in each half. It was a cracking match, and I tell you what, something happened in the change rooms at half time because the coaches of both teams just turned up the pot and went from a simmer to a boil in that second half. As the crowd clears out. Big crowd entertained, treated to a great game of football. It will be the Azzurri taking on Hearts next weekend in the prelim for a chance to play in the grand final. The Azzurri coming over to thank their crowd. As you'll be having a chat, I believe, to the skipper, maybe ask him about that head clash and see how he is.
Well, congratulations. It was a fiery game out there, and you worked very hard. A lot of attacking, a lot of defending, but you go through and you have another play in this year.
Yeah, it was a tough game. It was. I think everyone make like we needed to do, and we are really happy because we're making history with this team. And this team is making for big things, and we're really happy, and thank you.
Congratulations, and we look forward to seeing Azzurri out here once again in 2025. I'll let you go and celebrate.
Thank you very much.
Well, it looks like he's recovered from his head knock. What's an extra, well, a win, that always makes you feel a bit better. And the recovery will be a bit more sweeter knowing that they survive for another week.
I said to, I just asked the coach in a passing comment, Dave McCrae, as I made my way out onto the field, and I said, I'll word with the skipper, and he goes, we won't call him the skipper, he's the man of the match tonight.
Man of the match.
He's the man of the match, he's deserved.
I tell you what, there was some, he delivered some fantastic saves. In fact, that second half delivered us probably some of the best saves we've seen so far in this final series. So the keepers doing a fantastic job, and quite often people look at the scores of football and think, well, not much happened in there because there weren't so many goals scored. But I tell you what, to see the beautiful game, the keepers flying through the air, and he had to make some significant commitments as well in that second half to keep his side in the contest and keep the Mindil Aces out. Well, Axe.
I just want to add there, you can just see how bruised up the keeper's face was. Just
oh, well, there you go.
Showcases how much effort he's put in and how much he's put his body on the line. Well, in a game that has put him through to another decider, to have another chance at grand final glory. But Dave McCrae, it looks like the sidelines are being packed up, which means that is full time for myself here on the sideline, unless you got any other closing words.
Yeah, no, they'll have to pack you up, Axe, put you in the box and get you all stored up for next week. But what an entertaining second half it was in the second semi-final. I tell you what, they came out and they delivered us some great football. Well, it is the Azzurri that live to fight another day after coming back from a goal down. Our camera crew, they brought us some great pictures tonight. You brought us some great commentary from the sideline. It's been an absolute pleasure to bring you these games. We'll be back next week for the prelim finals, the men's and the women's Premier League, in preparation for the 2025 Cup finals on the 27th of September. Of course, if you're here in Darwin and you want to see some more football, come down tomorrow here at Darwin Football Stadium because it is the junior finals. But until then,
how good that be? And of course, the social media platforms, Dave McCrae, Local Media Services, Facebook and Instagram, Axel Deathmore Official. Well, that's myself for all the behind-the-scenes stuff that gets what we do in the lead-up, the bloopers, the banter. It's all there for you to see. Axel Deathmore Official on Instagram.
Pleasure once again to join you. That's all she wrote here from Darwin Football Stadium. The semi-finals are done and dusted. We look forward to the prelims next week. Hope you enjoyed the replay. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. And we'll see you next Saturday for two cracking finals in the men's and women's Premier League here in Darwin Football.
Good night.